chat. And I am here live from the HiRez studio in Atlanta, Georgia. You can see, wait. Damn, there! It says hashtag patch notes. You can tweet at us live, and we will try to answer your questions. You can also see yourself on the ticker. They told me you couldn't see my glass on the camera, and clearly production has lied to me. So we'll put it there for safekeeping for now, my friends. And welcome to today's patch note preview. Can't have you here. Do we have a close-up of me, by the way? Hey, there we are. Hey, take a look at this hat, by the way. You won't be able to hear me great because I'll have to hold like this, but this is a new hat for Smite, available similar to the launch event hat, but black and silver. The all grayscale color time that hides my face kind of nice. And you can see $24.95. Wow, only 300 available, so limited offer. That I didn't even know.
All right, looks like we're about to get started with the patch notes.
It feels real good. You can be one of 300 people to also feel good, so maybe missing out there. But without any further ado, my friends, I'm not sure what camera I'm on. I guess I'm just doing patch notes from here. Hi, how are you? We will be getting into the patch notes here in just a moment. So I guess let's go ahead and take a look at what we have on the list today. You can see God skins and ward skins are going to be the first two topics we are going over. Besides that, throughout the patch notes today, it's going to be the normal.
So the reason I'm recording is because I just like to give my reaction to the stuff that's revealed. I know there's still an awesome skin, according to HiRez Kelly, that's supposed to be released and revealed.
It is because they're not up yet. So, thank you for tuning in today. It's great to have you all here with me. If you want to follow me for any reason on Twitter, you can do so at twitter.com/HiRezBart. And I'll give you all of the other people that are involved with this thing's Twitters as well.
Balance changes and whatnot.
Not them. So, shameless plugs aside, let's go ahead and get right on into it and go ahead and introduce our first God skins for this patch. A lot of cool stuff.
We already know we got Spec Ops Bastet, got Secret Agent Apollo. That look awesome. You can see those on my page as well.
Because that is the skin that is unannounced as of yet. But if you have not seen it, guys, the first skin that we teased earlier this week, Spec Ops Bastet. This is a reintroduction of Bastet, also known as non-copyright Bastet. And you can see that she is looking real nice.
I love how they
has that,
talk about non-copyright. It's funny.
On her back, and she has.
I do feel like the card's a little off.
And also a nice
the
hairdo.
face anyway.
I want to point out that hairdo is pretty stinking kawaii. Next up
well,
on
the hairdo
the list,
does look good.
That
card's awesome. I don't know if I like the goatee though. The goatee's a little off,
actually, I may
in
be
my
able
opinion.
to get some information from here on their pricing. No, it doesn't look like it. So, but we have been indicated that the Elite Agent and Spec Ops Bastet will be available as a bundled pack, and the Elite Agent Apollo. And when we get to his voice pack, ooh wee, is it good? Up next on the list, the recolor for Serqet will be available as well. Venom Serqet. There you can see
Venom Serqet is the recolor. Looks like a dark blue.
In the shifting sands of ancient Egypt.
She got some ink on the legs.
Venom Serqet available, as well as the new Golden God joining the ranks. It is
Golden
I
Janus.
was going to say legendary. I'm not sure why. Golden Janus, or Janus, if you will. Oh, look at that. He actually has
Janus. Janus.
His legendary card.
I love his voice pack.
Golden Janus available in this
Golden
pack
Janus.
as well. And then, of course, we have the final skin, which you guys
The
haven't
final skin. Here it goes.
yet, and it is a badass skin. It is Agni's Swagni skin.
Wow.
This is pretty much the greatest thing that we.
Swagni Agni.
I am intending to go ahead and retire and quit HiRez after this skin because there's nothing left to do.
I apologize to everybody. Well, it's not my fault, but I know a lot of people were looking forward to a Mailman Mercury. It would be really cool if they just came out with it and said, you know what, you guys wanted it so bad that we did do it this week, but probably not. Either way, that skin is pretty cool.
Right along, my friends, to the new ward skins coming in. You've seen these Oz.
I mean, sadly, you don't see Agni played as much.
Over the last week to
that was weird.
Our kind of reveal rollout. You
don't usually get lag.
Left down to our top left down to the bottom left.
No drop.
The Goldfish Bowl ward skin, the
frames either.
Mail ward skin, the helicopter ward skin, and I guess the mini Manicore. Oh, plushie Manicore ward skin. That's super awesome.
I really like that plushie Manicore one though. That's my favorite out of all of them.
Available for purchase in this patch very soon. We also have some updated God cards available for you.
Updated God cards.
Don't pay any attention to that left sidebar, guys. We are actually moving down to God cards now, where we have some new cards coming in. Not only for the new skins that you've already seen, but
Coffee's hot.
the older stuff. There we are. Now on to God cards. First up, Aphrodite's Majestrix skin, which is her recolor skin.
Recolor.
We'll have a new card looking like that.
Voluptuous as hell.
A really nice card. It looks very much like her skin in game, and she's got that look on her face. She's got that, you know what that look is.
I know.
Have you ever seen that look?
Bart.
You know what that look is. Up next, Freya's Northern Lights cards done by in-house.
Oh, that looks way better.
Ayla.
That's good.
A lot of you saw this on Twitter earlier today on Stu's account. If you want all the updates on the executive level goings on with Smite, definitely follow Stu at SCHISAM on Twitter, Schism, or HiRezStu, both of them.
Yeah, we know Stu giving up them spoilers about Al Kwong.
You know her from the art show alongside Enna and Gavin.
If anybody doesn't know, Al Kwong's supposed to be getting changes.
Gold and legendary card treatment. Wow, that's pretty sweet. Actually, in the middle of excavating his ultimate.
Nice Hercules card. But
Hercules
Al Kwong is supposedly, I don't know if he's going to be becoming another god and getting a new kit, or if there's just supposed to be another god that looks similar to Al Kwong.
Hercules Grand Slam, or Productions, one of us. So he got his tiny...
Finally got a card. It's all break gold. Card ain't worth no money anymore.
Is he crossed? I don't even know. But there he is with his strong arms and wristbands, looking like he's ready to hit a Grand Slam. And look at the bottom right there. It's actually like a baseball card. Kind of like the old one, done a little up even more. So pretty nice stuff there. Artemis, her Stalker skin with a redo. Oh, look at
That's cool. That's nice.
So this is her Facebook skin, I believe, the one that you get from following us on Twitter. I'm sorry. So if you follow @SmiteGame on Twitter, you get the skin for free. It is an Artemis recolor where she has a sweet new card with a sweet perspective, and you get a good look at her boots. Nice boots there on Artemis, and finally, of course, the Jonas Golden Legendary card, which we already saw as part of the new skins. So I'll rub my nose to that. Up next, custom games. So custom games have had an overhaul.
Okay, let's see.
Custom game system has had a number of...
The Create Custom Game screen has been reworked to be more user-friendly. Oh, he's going to read it.
When you create or join a custom game, you are taken to a lobby that allows you to see all the players in that game. Players are able to switch teams in the lobby to predetermine which side they are on. Lobby creator is able to invite and kick players from the lobby. Searching for custom games now uses a full-screen view to display more information about matches as well. So, a little bit more...
Well, that should be nice for people who are the leader of the custom game.
Lobby, you see all the players, they're on the teams, you can swap around, kick, add, as you like it if you're a creator, and then kick off the match at your leisure. So, this is actually pretty exciting stuff. Hopefully, I'm not sure if it's actually ready in the dead client to take a look at, but we'll take a look at it regardless, even if it is in a goofy state, unless I'm told otherwise. That these new custom game lobbies, pretty excited about this, should make the joining and kind of, I guess kind of figuring out what you want to do, where you want to do it in a custom game, more appealing, kind of see who's playing with you, and it's no longer this, I joined the queue, what happened, sort of thing that's going on now. So, pretty excited about this one, guys. We'll be taking a look at that when we do get a chance. Moving on to the miscellaneous header, I guess, in the patch notes here. Quite a bit to go over, so we'll go over it as quickly as I can here.
All right, let's see.
So, going right along, you can now preview God cards when mousing over skins in the button in the UI. Tooltip now displays. Your new God rotation is Chang'e, Ares, Osiris, Amu-Zen-Kov, and Mercury. We have some HUD customization.
So many Mercury's going to be in game now.
Player kills may now be resized.
Hate Mercury, it's so hard.
Option. You can now reset individual HUD items back to default.
Write down some of the things I want to talk about.
Available. There is now a setting sliders for resizing in addition to the corner pull method. So it looks like there's just some more options coming into the ability to resize the HUD. You can independently reset certain elements, and it looks like you can scale the whole thing together now via a slider. So it a nice usability change there, and I would expect continued improvements to the HUD UI scalability aspects in future patches. There are some system notification improvements as well in this patch. A new system notification has been added that provides a rolling log of in-game messages. This is basically a system tab in your settings that you are in the chat that you were, used to before. You now basically see a notifications. So if people invite you to games while you're AFK, you can see those listed there. Many messages that used to be in the system chat tab have been moved here, or pop-ups to that new system, including party invites, clan invites, friend invites. The system notification panel can be used to accept or reject invites. So no longer will you have kind of your queued up invites in several different places in the UI. They will all be consolidated into the new systems notifications part of the, I believe it actually is a tab on the friends list if you are familiar with the UI currently. Chat is basically just spamming Swagni. So I guess I better hurry.
Swagni-agni.
Going right along, the HUD item display now shows stacking buff count of items. That's actually really big if you didn't know that. Stacking items now shown on the HUD. Fixed a few issues related to the player flag icons being incorrect. Loading screen, properly centered God cards. For those of you out there that have the Reddit OCD, you now have been absolved of all your problems. It used to be a little bit left aligned, and now it's dead in the center. So. Jolly good. Fix several issues with gods incorrectly using targeted taunts on the wrong character. Wow, that's pretty funny. Didn't know that was a thing. Fix an issue with
I
a
didn't
mere
know that was a thing either.
the correct items. When Shadow Detail sets a very high or maximum of number of projectiles and deployables will now cast shadows. For example, Hercules Boulders and Poseidon's Kraken will now display shadows, which is very cool. In fact, the patch note says, cool, exclamation point. Fix several bugs which cause the remove and build button on the item builder to not function. Golden cards should now have the match stats in your God History tab. Holiday skins now feature a message to say they're unavailable. This message is where the buy button usually appears. Improve the lobby store to have better visibility to purchase features within the game.
Showing Dagny
More
again.
Swagny up on screen. There he is. Still swag. Still knees. Still got them ladies. What is that? Is that a knee? Is that like a full sleeve tattoo knee? An Aphrodite.
That's not a tattoo.
Look, see left side face on
I
Ozzy,
guess I can see why he said that though.
what up? Right side face, he's thinking. He's making those pimp moves in his head. That's what's happening right there. He's swagging it up.
If he can get an afro, that's pretty baller.
Holiday skins now feature that thing that I already said. Goodwill statistic has been moved to the profile screen. Fixed performance issue related to new play soldiers.
Goodwill statistics?
Yes.
I wonder if that'll tell you like
changes there.
history of
We're not all members of a party with a place
of that stuff.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, concludes your miscellaneous patch note section. Moving right along into things that actually impact gameplay. Items. Oh, we have a general gameplay as well. I guess it falls under miscellaneous. Phoenixes now have timers that show in the world on the minimap, which is a great change. Assault, the reroll button will be locked when 10 seconds remain. And fix the bug that will cause jungle buff timers to not show when they're killed at the edge of least ranges, as well as fix the bug that will cause additional waves of minions to spawn if you kill the entire wave fast enough. Crazy on that last one, didn't know that was a thing. All the rest of them, quality of life improvements. Your timers will now be better. Did I?
Wait. I didn't hear what he said on the last one.
Go ahead and go over that. So, this is a new item as well that's coming into the game as
boosters.
Out-of-game purchase, of course. We will be selling boosters. So the way boosters work is that you purchase it with gems, and it will provide you, I believe, a 25% boost. Okay. I actually have something here. Apparently, I just completely glossed over it. Boosters. So players may now purchase boosters to increase the rate rewards are given at the end of matches. So you get more favor, more worshipers, more favor is XP. Boosters are available via a new lobby store. So this is something that you can purchase if you want to master gods faster, or you want to get to level 30 faster. It should not affect gameplay. However, it will allow you a path to spend some money if you want to go more fast.
Yeah.
Big guys after all, so we love things going fast. Moving
The
right
worshippers
along
is bad if you're trying to
the items section.
we
have
grind out some legendaries.
Boots. Turns out, boots and shoes at rank 1, we're giving 1 physical or 1 magical power. No longer will this be a problem for you. So for all of you doing 1 additional in-hand damage, it is no longer the case. It is gone forever. Big change. Bumba's Mask. So this is one that we'll spend a little bit of time on, guys. Bumba's Mask no longer provides 30 health. That has been removed from the item. It now provides 10 MP5 all of the time, not just in the jungle. And now also provides 10 true damage on basic attacks and 10% additional damage on ability hits versus jungle monsters. This is being coupled with a change to the potions of magical and physical might. They are now 450 gold, so you can no longer start with them a starter item and a Hand of the God. So, basically the idea here is we'll offset some of the additional damage you were getting from the potions.
So you're losing some damage, but gaining some as well.
Jungling item. We will make it so the potions cannot be purchased with the standard jungle opening to avoid some of the kind of all-in snowball style mechanics that were happening there. And we are also going to give you MP5 not just in the jungle. It was just a little bit strange, the whole volumetric mana thing. So the idea here is that Bumba's Mask is a more attractive item and a more attractive alternative for more mana-intensive ability-based characters, or even in-handers over Death's Toll. It is a bit safer, and no longer will you be able to buy the red and purple pots for junglers unless you're giving up something a bit more substantial. So a bit of a shift there. And remember, we are kind of finishing up our qualifying season and then moving into the Pro League after this. So we wanted to make sure that a change like this we did get in a good spot like this one. Moving right along past Bumba's and Potion of Physical Might. The Hydra Star. So this is rank 2 of Hydra's Lament. This item, now at tier 2, has the Hydra's Lament passive. For 5 seconds after using an ability, your next basic attack will deal an additional 25% of your physical power and physical damage. This effect applies every 4 seconds. The cost was also reduced at rank 2 by 265 gold. Idea here is that Hydra's Lament and Hydra Star is a more attractive item to build into earlier, and a better alternative to Jotun's Wrath for cooldown, are gods that want cooldown, and they just want the additional burst, something like a Loki over the additional 10, which is something more that warriors you would suspect wanting. However, we'll see if, the Hunbatses and Thors of the world will continue to buy Jotun's Wrath. My expectation would be yes. Moving into the Emerald Talisman. This is Stone of Gaia rank 2. This item now at tier 2 has a passive that regenerates
2%
nice. Of your max health every 8 seconds.
2% max health every 8 seconds.
Tier 2 as well. Heavy Hammer. This is the Frostbound Hammer rank 2. Now has a passive as well, which is enemies hit by your basic attacks will move 20% slower for 1 second. And then moving into the Frostbound Hammer, which is that passive slow increase from 25% to 30%. So the Frostbound Hammer getting a buff, as well as its tier 2 getting a little bit
30%
more
increase,
rank 2 with
5%
passive.
increase.
So,
now I got a question. For like the Stone of Gaia one, do you lose that buff once it goes to tier 3? I mean, I would assume you do, because it's going to be more powerful at tier 3.
We want to benefit out of the items a little bit more often than you are currently. And then finally, the last few items, the Smite Shield. This is tier 2 item, now has a passive that reduces the physical protection of enemies within 55 units by 8. This is rank 2 Void Shield. The Ward Stone, rank 2 Void Stone, now also has a reduced version of its passive, reducing magical protection of enemy units within 55 units by 8 as well.
Cool.
So those items also getting their tier 2 auras. And finally, the Runic Shield. This
magical
item no
protection
longer
increase from 60 to 70.
This item now has a 70 instead of 60 magical protection associated with it. Pretty good. Pretty good stuff. Now I will scratch my face. And that, as we run into 0, great timing, Bart. Move into the God Changes segment of our package.
Here we go.
Let's go ahead and get into it here. We have a few miscellaneous fixes, and we also have some actual balance stuff, so let's go ahead and go through it in order here, boys. Part 1.
And
Agni,
girls.
Rain Fire. Fix an issue where Agni could not target this ability inside of tower or wall collisions. Anubis. Fix a UI bug with Sorrow that would cause the scoreboard to not update with bonus lifesteal from Stacks of Sorrow. Active items no longer grant Stacks of Sorrow. And Death Gauge. Fixed a bug that would make the audio continue if it was canceled before the end. So some cleanups on Anubis.
Yeah, that seemed to happen a lot.
Fix a bug with Transgressor's Fate, her trap that caused the root effects to persist. Bacchus. Updated targeters for Father Kreshmesh. For all of you that have that skin, again, it will be available once again during the holiday season. Fenrir's Wreck the Halls has updated targeters as well. Same thing. Guan Yu. So Guan Yu actually getting a buff in this pack.
Oh, here we go.
Physical protection increased from 10 to 30 to 25 to 45. Wow. That's actually a big buff.
So he's going to have more survivability, that's for sure.
Which is what conviction is. Starting at 25, going to 45.
But is that really going
Guan
to
Yu getting a lot more
help him?
here. Part of the warrior change was kind of removing aspects of their kit that were too much, or rather that were kind of, from a histogram perspective, too much. So Guan Yu had 2 abilities that gave him protection, one of which removed them from you as well. So we got rid of that ability, giving him protection, and kind of offloaded those onto his protection-based ability. Something similar that you'll see coming up a bit later as well for another warrior. Hercules will come right after Kibo. Hubwa, General, Cascade Skin now has a proper CC immune glow. Apparently did not. And also Steady Flow, his passive, has once again been nerfed and reverted back to its original state, which is 5% additional magical power per stack, up to 15%, down from 7% in this pack.
Good, he hits so hard.
A little bit less, I guess, steamrolly, in a way. That little, he's losing 6% additional magical scaling when his passive fully stacks. So, gone it is. Hercules.
He's still going to be strong, though. Always has been.
Damage return as healing has been reduced from 40 to 120 to 30 to 110. So a little bit of a hit to
It's not too bad. I still think he's going to be powerful.
A bit more impactful here. Excavate. His ultimate no longer causes knockback on the initial hit. This is similar to what I was talking about with Guan Yu. Hercules had 3 CCs. His driving strike, his Earthbreaker. Shaker?
Honestly, I can't lie. I didn't even know that his excavate did that. Anytime I've used him, it's mainly been like getting him in assault and stuff. I've never really even noticed it. I don't think I've even really noticed it when getting hit by it.
as well as fixed a bug where his body would persist until he respawned. Apparently, Hunbot sometimes was eternal. Moving on to Giannis. Giannis' portal. CC immune targets will no longer take damage from this ability after avoiding the banish. Apparently, there was some kind of weird interaction there. Unstable Vortex. This is his number 2. Damage for hitting the second Vortex reduced from plus 50% to 30%. Magical damage scaling reduced from 80% to 70%. Adjusted aiming on this ability to improve player accuracy basically went like this. Now it's going to go a little bit thinner, like this.
Okay, so Janus's 2 is thinner, but it does less damage. So you'll be able to hit it more, most likely, but it's going to do way less damage than it did, because it really did hit hard.
Called Sleepy not to activate. This is his passive, I believe.
That's, I think, yeah.
Mighty Yawn.
When he goes down.
Once again, getting smacked around.
Increase cooldown.
Okay. Increase from 15 to 18 seconds on the Mighty Yawn, as well as its radius reduced from 25 to 20. So a 20% reduction of radius on that.
I think he needed that.
Well. So
I mean, he's got so much.
There to Kumbhakarna on his Mighty Yawn. A lot of player feedback.
So at least you won't have to worry about that as much. It's still going to be powerful though.
Loki. Fix another bug where Loki might be perma-revealed. Sorted. Mercury's Sonic Boom fixed a rare issue that can cause him to get stuck in a running animation. Rare but clean. Najah. Windfire Wheels fixed a bug that could leave him revealed to enemy players. Neat. Updated targeters for misdiagnosis. Nuwa. Her fog. Allied pets are now white when they're stealth. Alright. Osiris. Also going to have a bit of nerfs coming his way.
Well, he needed it too. Not going to lie.
50% to 40%. Slow duration reduced from 4% to 3%. Physical power scaling on Spirit Flail reduced from 60 to 50. However, fix an issue with speed buff not applying to Osiris if the target was affected by Sickle Strike. These abilities are intended to interact like this. You throw the line target, it hits them. You use your 2, you get a more powerful speed buff while also slowing them. You are not getting the more powerful speed buff. He will be getting that now. However, the slow will not be as effective from the flail. So it's it's a nerf, but also a bug fix that happens to make him a bit more powerful. So we'll see how this one all works out. Moving in.
I think his damage was a little bit too much for
next
a
up
warrior.
On the board is Ram. So no balance patch for Ram. Fix a number of icon messaging, sound, and tooltip issues. Basic attacks have had their effects updated to originate from his bow. Improved visual effects dropping and picking up the astral arrows and what the astral arrow looks like when firing. So more feedback on when he's using his astral arrows. Astral Strike, his ultimate FX added to bow to indicate when I'm sorry, that's his pass or his attack speed stim. You'll have better feedback for when he's using that, as well as Astral Barrage, fix an issue with this ability dropping astral arrows. That of course is his ultimate. Finally, the last couple ones. Sobek, updated targets for High Seas Sobek. Thor's Mjolnir's attunement can no longer teleport to his hammer while it's over top of his tectonic rift. No more parkour, Thor. Sorry. We love you, but not that much. And finally, stance change. Now properly has a 1-second cooldown every time he changes stance. And that, ladies and gentlemen, will conclude your patch notes. So, what is up next? You may ask. We'll be taking a look at Serqet in the game client, as well as listening to all of the voice packs. I'm going to go ahead, however, and put your patch notes up onto Reddit. So give me just 1 second while we get that done, and then we will hop right on into the dev client and take a look at